Arrested, beaten, and tortured for his faith by sadistic Middle East terrorists, Jesus rescues an Egyptian Muslim from the horror of death by crucifixion.
Hello, Sid Roth here with Majed Shafie. What happens when an Egyptian Muslim finds out that Jesus is the Messiah? The religious police put him in interrogation and try to kill him. His family disowns him. Other Muslims want to kill him. It's not an easy thing. Majed, you come from a family of attorneys, a Supreme Court justice, and you were studying law yourself. How in the world did you make this jump from being a Muslim? And you probably had a terrific future assured with this whole legal family and everything. How did you even begin to think about Jesus in the Bible?
Let's start after I finished my high school back in Egypt, and I started to study law in Alexandria to become a lawyer. And in the first year in Alexandria school, I discovered that there is between 6,000 to 7,000 Christians, Egyptians, they are in jail, 6,000 to 7,000. And they are in jail for no reason, just because they are Christians. No, there is no another reason. There is something in the Egyptian law, it's called Al-Khatt al-Hamayuni law. It's a law that you cannot build churches. You can build bar, discotheque, but not churches.
But they have churches in Egypt.
And old ones, not new ones.
I see.
And actually by this law that you cannot rebuild or build the old ones. So basically what's happened that you leave the old ones until it's collapsed on itself. So all of this show me that there is something wrong. There is persecution.
So you're worried about this problem. How did you then make the leap to believing in Jesus?
I started to research why there is persecution. From my knowledge, when there is a persecution, that means that the enemy tried to hide something, that somebody tried to hide. Why you persecute some people, you know?
Well, you have a real legal mind.
Yeah, exactly. And I went to my best friend, his name is Tamer. Tamer was Christian, I was Muslim. And I told him, Tamer, why there is persecution happening to the Christians? And Tamer told me, listen, if I answered you, my answer can affect our friendship together. But I will give you a book. In this book, you will find answer for every question that you have. My first time I opened this book, it was a book about justice and love and forgiveness, more than about law. It's called the Holy Bible. And first time I opened the Holy Bible was chapter John 8. And in John 8, they bring a lady commit adultery, threw her in front of the Lord, told him,
yes,
judge her according to the law of Moses. He started to write down on the sand by his finger. They repeated the question again. The Lord looked at all of them, told them, who without sin cast her the first stone? And the only one who can cast the first stone was the Lord himself, Jesus, because he is the only one have no sin. But he didn't. They left. He looked at the lady, told her, go sin no more, I forgive you. And this was my first time I see true forgiveness. True forgiveness. I started to read the Quran, I started to read the Bible, I started to compare between both of them. In the end, after almost a year, I went to my friend Tamer and I told him, Tamer, I know now what is Christianity. Christianity is not about religion. Christianity is not about going to the church every Sunday, hallelujah, bless the Lord, and see you Lord next Sunday. Christianity is about a relationship with God. I accept the Lord and I want to receive Jesus.
But you have to count the cost. How could you do that? Your heritage, your family, your career.
Nothing of that equal anything. If you know that your soul in the end will end in hell.